Oh, hello there. This hour on Verbling, the next in my, what are we doing? Grammar Garage series. This is a series where you work on important aspects of English grammar and structure, but we're going to do so in what is hopefully a non-boring, interesting way. In other words, through communication, not through exercises. I want all the grammar we look at to be something that you experience and not just know about. So today we're going to be working on a very difficult verb tense. We're going to work on the present perfect, and we're going to do it by looking at, by playing a little game, actually. So more about that in just a second. Let me see if I can just get my name on the screen. Let's see if this is working now, because it wasn't working before, but maybe now it is. And then as soon as I get that on and everyone comes in, we will get started. Okay. Well, while we're waiting for that, because it looks like it's going to be... Today the Hangouts really seem to be having a problem. I don't know what's going on. Yep. There's something wrong with this application. It's not working. Okay, so I'll tell you what. If everyone gives me just a second, because it looks like I can't get it to load. Oh, wait, maybe, no, the app is not working. Wow, okay, some of the apps are broken. So I'll tell you what, let's forget about that. Let's jump right into our presentation. And on the screen right now, you should see this. How to say what's happened. We use the present perfect. We talk about the past. We talk about experiences and events in the past that somehow affect the present. Like saying what's happened. Let me ask you a quick question. What does the apostrophe S stand for in the title of this unit? What does that stand for? What's?
It's the auxiliary has.
Has, right. Not the verb. Not the verb to be, not is, but has. Apostrophe S in English can stand for three different things. It can stand for has, like Giancarlo just said. It can stand for is, like I said. And it can stand for let's, let us. So it can stand for us. That's the only exception. Otherwise, but you'll know when it is each of these things because it'll have the past participle after it if it's has. It'll have the continuous or present participle if it's the verb to be. Okay, so let's get started. Oh, let me just say a quick hello to make sure everyone's mic is working. So Frederic, hello, is your mic working?
Hello, good morning, how are you?
Very good, excellent. Victor, how are you today?
Pretty fine, and you?
Pretty fine, me too. Welcome back, Giancarlo and Hamza from the last hour. Nice to see you both.
Nice to see you, thank you.
Okay, and Mr. Ahmed, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Excellent, very good. Okay, so let's get started. What do we want to say? I want you to take a look at, I'm going to play a little bit of a game. I'm going to ask you to take a look at this game board and tell me what you can see. There we go. So take a look at it. This is the game board. We're going to play a little game of bingo, but our board is a little different than most bingo boards. So look at the bingo page here and tell me what you see. For example, you could say, oh, well, there's a knife. There's a knife in picture D, for example. I want you to tell me perhaps some objects first. What are some objects that you see? Okay? Ahmed, tell me something you see besides the knife in picture D.
Okay, I can see someone who has hurted himself.
Yeah. Focus on the objects, though. First, the object. There's a knife in picture D. There's a what in picture what?
In picture D, I can see also a stove and a piece of meat.
Okay, but besides picture D?
beside picture D. Okay. It's too small. I can't.
You can click on the presentation. You can click on the link if you want and open it.
Okay.
Okay. Frederic, tell me another object you see in A through. How many are these? A through L.
I can see a broken egg
In picture.
in picture A.
Fantastic. There's a broken egg in picture A. Hamza? What do you see in picture B?
In picture B, I see a cup.
Uh-huh. There's a cup in picture B, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Giancarlo, picture C. What do you see in picture C?
In picture C, I don't remember the name of this machine, but it's
A machine that makes.
it's a toaster. Or no?
It is a toaster, right?
Okay, a toaster.
It is a toaster. Victor, in picture E, what do you see?
Picture E, I see a broken dish.
Broken dish, or
Dishes.
broken dish, or maybe it's a cup. It's hard to say. A dish or a cup, hard to say. Okay.
Yes, it's possible, but yes, it can be a cup.
Okay. Ahmed, in picture F, what's the object? The main object in the picture?
I can see broken glasses.
Broken glasses. Okay. We're on a roll. Now you got it. Frederic, G.
I can see a bowl
A bowl of
milk.
a bowl of milk. Okay. Back to Hamza for H.
I see dirty clothes.
Nope, not dirty. Well, you see clothes.
Burned clothes.
Burned clothes. Say that for me. Clothes.
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 That's it. So the first sound is the th sound. Clothes. And then you have to add the S. Clothes. Clothes.
Clothes.
Okay, good. That's pretty good. Okay, not bad. So, what about, back to Giancarlo for I?
For I, it's
It's a little hard to see.
yeah, but it's a carton of milk,
It's not milk, actually. It looks like milk, but it's not.
salt or sugar. I
Right.
don't
Salt or sugar, right? One of those. Okay, very good. Mr. Victor, I is J. Next is J.
Okay, I see there is a problem with the water, with the, I don't know what you say, the device for water.
Let's learn how to say it. That is a tap. A tap.
That's a tap in
Uh-huh.
the
The tap is above the sink. Sink. Okay?
this sink.
So the
The
sink
tap is above the sink.
above. The tap is above the sink.
The tap is above the sink. Thank you.
That's it. That's it. And we're back to Mr. Ahmed for, looks like K. I think what next is K.
Okay, I can see a broken dish in the background, I think.
Yeah, there's a broken dish. It's between the what and the what? A broken dish is between the
stove and the sink.
between the stove and the sink. Excellent. Okay, and our very last object, Frederic, is letter L.
I can see a lot of bottles of
Stuff.
a lot of stuff. Yeah. I don't know how to. What is the name of this kind of bottle?
You can see. Well, let's ask the class. What kind of bottles are those, class?
Cleaning stuff.
Cleaning stuff. Okay. You could say cleaning stuff, or you could say detergent, or you could say cleaning fluid, cleaning liquid, soap. You could say different kinds of cleaners. So, or you could say maybe cleaning supplies. All of those would be possible. So, detergents, cleaning supplies. What else? I think that's about it. Maybe different. It's not really soap. It looks more like detergent. By the way, faucet is a synonym for the word tap. You can say tap or faucet, but faucet is really U.S. English. I don't know if in the UK they use that word at all, or if they'll know what it is. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But tap, everyone knows what a tap is. Okay, very good. So now you know some of the objects in our bingo game, and we're going to use these to talk about what happened, basically. There may be more than one correct answer here, but what I want you to do, first of all, is, let me jump forward here. I want you just to match the verb with the situation that you saw in one of those pictures. And there may be more than one correct answer. For example, if you take drop, you could drop your toast, you could drop a cup, you could drop an egg. Okay, so more than one may match. I'm just concerned with which verbs fit with which endings before we talk about the pictures. Ahmed, what about break? How many endings match with break?
Can break a cup.
You can break a cup.
Or break an egg.
You could break an egg.
Yeah, only.
You could break a cup, and you could break an egg.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on a second. There's one more. There's definitely one more.
You can break your finger.
You can break your finger. You can break your cup, slipping on an. You can break your finger, slipping on an egg, trying to reach for a cup. See, all three things are possible. You can't break your toast, though. Don't break your toast. Frederic, fall. How many endings fit for fall?
A cup can fall. An egg can fall.
Yeah, but it doesn't work that way.
No.
You can't fall a cup, and you can't fall an egg. But you can. Something can fall. Fall your toast? No. Fall your finger? Nah. Fall salt in your coffee?
Yes.
Fall salt in your coffee? No.
No. Fall.
Uh-oh. That leaves only one choice left.
Yeah. Off the shelf.
Fall off the shelf. Something can fall off the shelf and break. Right. So the pattern we're looking for is a phrasal verb, fall off the shelf.
Okay.
So in all of these, the verb needs to come first. That's why we can't. It's true, a cup can fall. Of course it can. But here, these are all objects, not subjects of the sentence. Hamza, okay. Cut.
You can cut your toast.
You can cut your toast. Yeah, it's true. You can. Sounds funny, but yeah, cut your toast.
And you can cut your finger.
You can cut your finger.
Yes, yeah, that is.
That's it? I don't think so. I think there's one more.
You can cut an egg.
If it's been cooked, you can cut an egg. Sure.
Yeah.
That's it. Giancarlo, put.
Put a cup.
Put a cup now.
No. Put an egg.
Put an egg
no,
now.
Put salt in your coffee.
You can accidentally put salt in your coffee. That would be bad, but it can happen. In fact, you're going to find out that that might just happen in our little game. Victor, burn. The last one. Burn.
Okay. You can burn your toast.
You can absolutely burn your...
Yes, burn your finger.
Mm-hmm.
Burn an egg.
Burn an egg.
Burn a cup. It's possible if it's a plastic cup.
I guess you probably would melt the cup rather than burn the cup, wouldn't you? If it was plastic, you'd melt it.
Okay. And I think it's only these possibilities.
Only these. The only one that might work is burn off the shelf. That would mean that the shelf was burned and it's separated from the wall. That's kind of weird, so it probably doesn't work. You can burn something off. You can burn off calories. Okay, but in terms of an accident happening, burn off the shelf doesn't really fit. So you're right. You can burn your toast, burn your finger, burn an egg. Okay, so now we've identified some objects and we've identified some verbs that sound good when we're talking about accidents. Okay, so let's look at the photos again. This time we're going to make some sentences and say which picture or picture we're going to say as we listen to you. We're going to say which picture or pictures you are describing. Okay, so let me put the slide back. There you go. And for example, I could say, well, in this picture, he's definitely broken his glasses. And of course, I'm referring to picture F. So you've got to put your verb with your object to create a sentence. He's broken his glasses. Picture F. Picture F. Okay? So think about the verbs. Drop. In fact, let me put them in the chat window because I don't want you to forget. Okay? So we had drop. What else do we have besides drop, class? We had drop. We had
break.
We had break. Whoops. Let's see if I can put that there. Drop, break. What else?
Fall.
Fall. Good. What else?
Cut.
Cut. Good. Next.
Put.
Cut and put. Right.
And burn.
And
Burn.
Fall off.
and burn. Yeah,
Fall
I had fall already.
Okay.
Okay. If there are any other verbs that you want to try out, please go ahead and try them. You don't have to only use these. But if you use these, you know they're going to be correct. So it's really up to you. Ahmed, give us a sentence, but don't tell us which picture you're talking about. We'll see if we can guess. Ahmed. Hello, Ahmed?
Hello, sorry.
I didn't hear you. Give us a sentence about one of these, but don't tell us which letter. We will say the letter that you're referring to.
Okay. He has putted salt in his coffee.
He has put, not put it, he has put salt in his coffee. Repeat after me. He's put salt in his coffee, Ahmed.
He's put salt in his coffee.
Fantastic. Class, what picture is he talking about?
B.
B.
B. Look at his face. He's not having a good day. It's true. Okay, very good, very good. Who was the first to say B? I heard two people say B.
Me.
I think me. Okay, me, you go
Me,
first.
Victor.
Me is Victor. Victor, you go next. Don't say the letter, we'll guess. By the way,
Okay.
welcome to class, Hussein. Nice to have you back.
Hi, John. Thank you so much.
Okay. Listen carefully to the present perfect being used with the 6 verbs that we just identified. Drop, break, fall, cut, put, and burn. Or feel free to use an extra verb to describe one of the pictures. Victor, take it away.
Okay. She has broken a cup.
She has broken a cup. Okay,
And
class.
she's
What?
trying to fix it.
She's broken a cup and she's trying to fix it. Class.
E. E.
Letter E. Letter E. Oh, okay, okay. Victor, is that what you had in mind? Letter E.
Yes.
I disagree. I don't think she's trying to fix it. I think she's trying to clean it up.
I thought it's fixed.
She's not trying to put it back together. She's trying to get the
she's
pieces.
trying. She's looking the piece of the cup.
She's just kind of looking at it. It's true. Okay. Who said E? I'm sorry.
Hamza. Me.
Hamza. Take it away. Next one.
He has burnt his toast.
He has burnt his toast. Class.
C.
C. Frederic. C. He has burnt his toast. Hamza, do you agree?
Yes.
Fantastic. He has burnt his toast. It's not important to say that the toast belongs to him, by the way, Hamza. It's not important to say the toast belongs to him. So you need to say he's burnt the toast.
Okay.
Because what you're actually saying is he has burnt the toast that he was preparing. But we don't say the whole sentence, we cut it in half. So it's kind of it's a little bit tricky, but we only use the possessive when it needs to be absolutely clear that we own something. And here it's not necessary, it's obvious that it's his toast. So he's burnt the toast. Frederic, next one.
Perfect.
He's burned the shirt.
Ah, interesting. Giancarlo, this one is for you. He's burnt the shirt. Giancarlo, which one?
Letter H.
Right.
Letter H.
How has the shirt gotten burnt like that, Giancarlo?
How? Maybe she was ironing it, and by accident, she burned it.
I think he was ironing it.
Okay. Yeah.
I think she's giving him a dirty look. Like, what's your problem, you moron? Maybe you're right. No, he's got a duster in his hand. Maybe he was dusting and she was ironing. I'm not sure. Give us another one, Giancarlo.
Yes. He's cut his finger.
Good. He's cut. Past participle is also cut. I cut now, I cut then, I have cut. It never changes. Hussein, which picture is he talking about? He's cut his finger. Letter D is right. He's cut his finger trying to chop some meat. Okay, Hussein, give us one final one that we haven't mentioned before, using the present perfect, if you can.
There's a man who has been crying.
Repeat? I can't hear you.
There's a man who has been crying with glasses.
There's a man who has... Uh-oh. He's gone. Maybe he's rejoining us. Did anyone catch what he said? I couldn't understand.
No.
Ah. Okay, maybe he's coming back. So, all of you have used the present perfect. That's the main goal here, is to practice it. You talk about the past. I want to jump forward here. There we go. Look at this grammar box at the top of the page and use it to complete the examples. Notice, if you're talking about the past, he's dropped an egg. He has dropped. The present result, I can see an egg on the floor right now. So this is just kind of a review. There must be a connection to the present, but you use the present continuous to refer to the action. That's the important thing. So past action, present continuous. Did I say present continuous? I'm sorry, present perfect. Past action, present perfect. Present result, present simple, or another form of the present will also work. Okay? Use the present perfect to talk about a past action when you're interested in the present result. For example, look at the examples down below. She's cut her finger because I can see blood on her finger. Okay? Ahmed, number 2, the coffee's horrible. And you know that because?
The coffee is horrible because he's put salt in the coffee.
He's put salt in the coffee, right? Which is pretty stupid because it doesn't taste very good. Frederic, I can see a cup on the floor. Therefore, she's... What was the accident?
She dropped the cup.
She's dropped the cup. That's the accident. Let me just... I'm going to turn off everyone's microphones for a second. Victor, we're getting a lot of noise from your connection, okay? So, just turn on your microphone when you're ready to speak, but if you could leave it off when you're not speaking, because we're getting lots of static, okay? All right.
Okay.
Okay, very good. Mr. Hamza, take a look at this one. There's milk all over the floor. Oh my God, what has happened?
She's dropped the milk.
Okay, good. Not she has. She's.
She's dropped a milk.
Good. And careful with the past tense. Dropped. It's with a T. It sounds like a T. She's dropped.
Okay. She's dropped a milk.
I'm still hearing has, so I don't want to hear has.
No, she's dropped a milk.
Okay, good. She's dropped the milk.
Okay. She's dropped the milk.
Okay, excellent. And Mr. JC, what about they're on the floor? The bottles?
The bottles.
Remember that picture with the guy carrying all the bottles? So the present result is that the bottles are on the floor. So what does that mean about what?
Okay.
So what happened?
He's.
The bottles have.
The bottles have fallen.
Fallen. Good. The bottles have fallen on the floor.
On the floor, yes.
Okay, good. Now, what happens if we use the verb to drop? If we use the verb to drop, a person has to do that action. Generally speaking, it's better. It sounds better if you use a person. So if we use drop, Giancarlo, the verb tense is going to be just a little bit different.
Drop is with ed. Dropped.
That's true. That's true. But also, I can't. It's not that I can't. I shouldn't say the bottles have dropped. It would sound better if I mentioned the person who did it.
Okay.
Because dropping is something that someone does, and fall can happen for no particular reason. It can just happen. So how would I say that sentence with drop?
Maybe he's dropped the bottles.
Good, but if I start the sentence with the bottles...
The bottles have fallen.
I don't want to use fallen, I want to use drop. The bottles have...
Dropped.
No.
No?
Because that doesn't acknowledge a person doing the action.
The bottles have... No, I don't remember. The bottles
Pass. Who wants it?
Have been dropped.
Have been dropped. In this case, Giancarlo, we need to use the passive voice because dropping is something that a person does, typically. So we have to use the passive voice to acknowledge that a person did it. Okay?
Okay, one more time, John. The bottles have been dropped.
Correct.
Han sido tiradas. The bottles have been dropped.
The bottles have been dropped. By whom, Giancarlo? The bottles have been dropped by whom?
By the guy.
By the guy, exactly. The
Yeah.
bottles have been dropped by someone. Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, actually, the question?
Yeah, I have a question about that. When this class is ended, verb in right, the class has ended without has been ended. Why?
Because it was not ended by me. It was not ended by anyone. It just ended. It ended by itself. That's the reason. Does that make sense? In other words, there's a time limit which is set up in the rules. So it's not a single person who ended the class by deciding to end it. Do you see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If you decided to end the class, it would belong to you. So the class has been ended by Ahmed. But in this case, it wasn't you. It's part of the rules, and there was not one person who decided it. It was decided by the people who created the rules. So we don't need to acknowledge them. We can just acknowledge the rules, or don't even need to acknowledge them. The class ended. In fact, it should be the class has ended, if you really want to be clear. The class has ended, meaning it just happened a second ago.
Yeah, okay, I got it. Thank you.
Yeah. So it's a good question, actually. Okay, so look, that's a little bit about the grammar. Here is a quick overview of what we've talked about so far. In this grammar box, you've got the forms. Have, apostrophe EV, and the past participle, broken and dropped, and an object afterwards. I have broken a cup. But the third person, he, she, it, has the verb has in the third person form. She has dropped an egg. The past participle is always or not always the same as the simple past form. This question is probably very clear, but I need to ask you. That rule at the bottom of the grammar box, which is it? The past participle is always the same or not always the same as the past simple?
Not always.
Of course. When is it different? When the verb is what kind of a verb?
Irregular verb.
When it's irregular. Okay. Give me an example of an irregular verb, just so we're clear, Giancarlo.
Run.
Run?
Run. Run. Become. Come.
Mm-hmm.
See.
So for example, run, ran, have run.
Have run. Yeah.
What about become? What's that?
Become, became, become again.
Right? Become, became, have become.
Has become.
Or has become. Exactly. Okay? Ahmed, give me another phrasal verb and put it through the three forms. Not a phrasal verb, I'm sorry. Another irregular verb and put it through the three forms for me.
Buy, vote, vote.
Did you say vote?
Yeah,
Vote is regular. Vote, voted.
yeah.
So that one doesn't work. I need an irregular verb.
Mm,
How about the verb to shake, Ahmed? To shake. Oh, we lost him. Uh-oh, yeah. Today there's a lot of hangout problems. Mr. Victor, to shake. What do you think? Mr. Victor? Hello, Victor?
Sorry. Yes, I'm mute. Sorry. For example, in blow, blue has blown.
Blow, blue has blown. Perfect, excellent.
Or break, broke, or has broken.
Excellent. Ahmed, what do you think about to shake, Ahmed? Ahmed, are you there? Oh, he's having connection problems. Mr. Hamza, to shake. Give me the three forms.
Could you please write it on chat windows? Because I shake, shake.
No. No.
Shake. Chicken. Oh.
Shaken is the third form, and the past is shook.
Shook.
As in the AC/DC song, "You Shook Me All Night Long."
Okay.
Don't you know that song?
No.
Giancarlo is going to sing it for you, right, Giancarlo?
No, I don't remember the song.
You know that song. You like classic rock. You're always talking about classic rock.
Which one?
AC/DC. AC/DC. You Shook Me by AC/DC. Come on, this is always on the radio. Classic rock tune. You are the fast machine! That one. Yeah, you shook me all night long. Come on, look it up. Go to YouTube.
No, I
Anyway,
don't remember.
Now you will never forget it. So, when in doubt, go to Classic Rock because it's a great way to learn the verb conjugations. Okay. So, let's see where we were here. Let's see if we can do a little bit of work with this now. Look at accidents at home. That was our bingo game. Decide which group from A to D each verb is in. So this is just kind of a review of the regular and irregular forms. So we have irregular, like cut, cut, cut. All three forms are the same. We have irregular, where the past simple and past participle are different. Whoops, I'm sorry. No, where they're the same. Where the past simple and past participle are the same. But the base form is different. Burn is the base form. The past simple is burnt. And the past participle is burnt. And then we have completely irregular, where the past participle is different and the base form is different. To break, broke, and broken. Those are the three basic forms that you have. Okay? So, think back to those verbs that we had before, and let's just put them in the right categories. Remember, we had drop, break, fall, cut, put, burn. I'll tell you what. Why don't I give you a verb, and you tell me if it fits A, B, C, or D. Okay? So we can see cut, we can see burn, we can see break, we can see drop. What about fall? Which category does fall fit into?
D.
Fall fits into D because it's, what is it, the three forms?
Fall, felt, fallen.
The second one was what?
Felt.
Felt? No.
Sorry, it's fallen. Fallen? Fallen? Fallen.
Fall? Fell.
Felt. Oh yeah, sorry.
Fallen. That's why we're doing this, because it's easy to mix them up. Let's see if I can give you a random verb. Give me a second. Give me just a second. I'm going to see if I can pull up random lists of verbs, and you just tell me which category they go into and why. I'm going to go to, let's see, the top 100 verbs of the English language. Oh no, this one's a better list. Give me a second here. See if I can just randomly pull these up. Oops, give me a second. And of course, my computer is so slow that I can't open a single web page. Okay, I'm just going to call them out randomly then. Oh, I can't believe this. Come on. Look at this. Totally frozen, and I'm opening just a normal web page. Why is that happening? Today, there's definitely some Hangout problems. I'm going to ask you to spell the word different, just to be absolutely clear. So, for example, where are my words? Whoops. Where are my words? Still not working. Oh my goodness. Why is this not working? Nope, I have no idea why this isn't working. Let's just go to this and see if this works. Okay. Okay. The first word is a point. The first word is a point. Okay, Mr. Victor, what category would you put a point into?
A point?
Mm-hmm.
Really, I don't know. What is the appointment? No, appointed. What is the past of the verb?
You tell me. You just said it.
Yes, appointed.
Appointed. So which category?
Appointed.
A, B, C, or D?
Oh, okay. A.
It's A. It's regular. Exactly. It's regular. Give me a second here. We did become. Let's see. Mr. Ahmed, is your microphone working? Are you back,
Yeah.
Ahmed? Okay, good. The verb is to belong. To belong. A, B, C, or D?
Belong.
To belong.
I think it's regular.
Okay, say the past.
Belonged. Belong.
Belonged, right? So it's got to be regular. Okay, very good. Let me go to Giancarlo. The verb is to forget.
Forget is irregular and is letter D. Is in letter D.
Okay, and we know that because
Forget, forgot, forgotten.
forget, forgot, forgotten. 3 different forms.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So far, so good. Frederic, what about to grow?
To grow is irregular. To grow, grown.
Uh-oh.
No, grown is it's not a, no, I don't know.
Help him out, class. He's right, it's irregular, but what is it? B, C, or D?
Is D.
It's D, because?
To grow, grew, grown.
Nope. That would be C. Grow, grow, grown would be C.
No, is grow, grew, grown.
Correct, like this in the chat window. Grow, grew, grown.
Grew.
Okay. What about, let's try one more. What about, I'll give you a really difficult one. Hamza, this one is for you. It's extremely difficult. Are you ready?
Okay, ready.
The verb is to lie. Lie, L-I-E, to lie.
Lie, lied, lied.
Now,
Irregular C or regular A.
it's regular. To lie. It's
Yes.
regular, right?
Yes.
So, lie, lied,
Lied.
lied. Okay, but here's a little tricky one. Lie is one of those words that no one gets right because you have more than one meaning. So what about to lie? To lie meaning to tell an untruth, right? That's
Right.
regular. But what if I mean to put something in a horizontal position? To put something in a horizontal position.
Lay,
Right. Okay, so give me the 3 forms.
lay, low, long.
Uh-oh. The first one is to lie,
Okay.
present. To lie,
Lay.
lay. And the last one is... Anyone know the last one, the present participle?
Lane.
Lay also.
Huh? What?
Lane.
Lane. Lie, lay, lane.
Okay.
Lie, lay, lane. So that's why this gets a little difficult. In fact, you should really just memorize those because there's 3 forms which you should know. If you give me just a second. There's also the verb to lay. So let's try that one too. If the present is lay, like right now, I lay something down. Okay, what is the past? If I lay something down in the past, does anyone know?
Laid.
Laid. Spell it for me.
L-A-I-D. E-D.
Correct. And the past participle would be I have what? It's either C or it's D. It's only 2 possibilities here. Anyone know? Going once, going twice? The answer
What?
is C. It's pattern C.
Laid.
Laid, exactly. So you have to learn those 3 because they do occasionally come up. It's not that common, but they do come up. To tell an untruth is regular. Lied, lied, lied. Pattern A. To put something or to be in a horizontal position. In other words, to rest is lie, lay, lain. And finally, to put something down is to lay. So lay, laid, laid. Those are a little tricky, especially because all of them have the present participle lying. They're all the same. So in the present participle, you can't tell the difference. Okay? So that's one that you just kind of have to memorize. All right. I think you've got a general idea here. Give me a second here. I think we're going to go to the last slide here. There we go. Whoops. Okay. Did I skip something? I think I did. Let me just... Sorry, my presentation is a bit slow. Hold on a second. Pages of the presentation. Now, I think I'm going to jump ahead to the last thing so you can practice this a little bit more freely. Ah, why is this going to the wrong page? Okay. Listen to the conversation and take the picture. That's right. Follow the bingo rules. Okay, so we're going to actually go and play our bingo game. And let me jump back to the original bingo game there on slide 2 so everyone can see it. Okay. And what we're going to do here is the following. Let me just go over the directions. You're going to listen to a conversation and you're going to tick the picture. Well, you can't tick it because you can't write it on the screen, but you're going to tell me the picture that it refers to. Okay? Here's an example. Listen carefully. Person 1. Oh no! Person 2. What happened? What have you done? Person 3. I've burnt the toast. Person 2. Person 3. No, person 1. I've burnt the toast. Person 2. Yeah, I can smell it. I knew that happened. What picture am I talking about? Obviously.
C, picture C.
Of course. It's picture C. Okay, so we're going to play bingo as a class. You will hear conversations. Listen for the key words in the present perfect and tick off the pictures. Okay? In doing so, you're going to get bingo. By the way, how do you get bingo? How do you know when you've won the game?
You will hear bingo.
You hear someone's got to say bingo, but when do you say bingo?
When you fill all the letters in a real bingo.
Yeah, basically. That's absolutely right.
Letters.
So basically, when your card is empty, let me see if I need to make any changes. I think there's a slight change here to the directions. Give me just a second to make sure. I think I've made a little change. Let me just double check. Oops, 1 second. 137. Give me just a second here to double check that I didn't change something important. I think I'm missing something here. Oh yeah, I did change it. Hold on 1 second. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to change the rules because I think this is a little too easy. Let me jump forward in the presentation. Actually, forget about the bingo game. It's a little too easy. What I want you to do is, there we go. This is what I want you to do. I'm going to give half of you one picture and half the other. This is what I want you to do. And I want you to use the key words and the present perfect to describe your picture to a partner. If you're in group A, you're going to have to ask questions to group B, and if you're in group B, you're going to have to ask questions to group C. Ahmed, you are in group A. Frederic, you are in group A. Hamza, you're in group B. Giancarlo, you're in group B. Victor, you are not in a group yet. You will be in a group. I'm gonna flip you back and forth. Okay? In order to do this, you need to open the slides and take a quick look at your picture. because you're going to be looking at two different pictures. Okay, so if you don't have it open yet, there is the presentation, and it's open on the first slide. There it is again in the chat window if you need it. So everyone, open that. Ahmed and Frederic, what page are you going to be on? What slide are you on?
Slide 16.
Correct. Okay, you got it. Hey, and Hamza and Giancarlo, what slide are you on?
17.
Slide 17, that's right. Victor, you're going to be flipping back and forth. I'll kind of shuffle
Okay.
you between them. Okay. So, I want you to describe your picture, but I want you to describe when you're asked a question. Okay? So, let's see if we can give this a try. Give me just a second here. I know I made a little change to this, but I can't remember exactly what I did. What did I do? Let's see. Give me a second. Okay. Describe. Okay. Yeah, we'll do it like this. I think it's easiest that you pick an object that you see in the picture and you ask the other team about it. Okay? So, Frederic, I want you to pick an object that you see in the picture. Can you have an object in mind?
Yes.
Excellent. And I want you to ask your partner, which in this case is going to be Mr. Hamza, about that object.
Okay.
You can do it. Do you want me to give you an example?
Mhm.
Okay. Let me see if I can do an example without using. Okay, I got it. So my example would be like this. Has the ceiling light fallen? Has the ceiling light fallen in your picture? Hamza, has the
No.
ceiling light fallen? No what?
It hasn't.
No, it hasn't. Okay, because I've asked about falling, you could then pick an object that has fallen, right? And you could ask that to your partner. So what has fallen in your picture, Hamza?
I have a plate who has fallen.
A plate is not a who. A plate is a that.
I have a plate that has fallen.
Okay, good. In fact, it's better to say there's a plate. There's a plate that has fallen.
Okay, there is a plate that has fallen. There is a plate has fallen.
Okay. And then you're going to turn that into a question for Team A. Okay. So ask that back to Frederic. Frederic.
Okay, Frederic. Does you have?
Uh-oh. Does you have? Yeah.
Has any cup fallen?
Has any cup fallen in your picture, Frederic?
Yes, the cup have fallen.
The cup? How many cups do you have?
1, 2, 3.
Exactly. So you can't say the cup because you've got more than one.
Sorry. Yes. Yes. The cups have fallen.
Now remember, our goal is to try to get the other team to see the picture mentally so that we can see the differences. So, do both of you know exactly where the cups and plates are? I don't think so, right?
No.
Okay, so you might have to ask a further question. But that's the game. That's how we're going to play this. So you're going to try to paint a picture of your picture in the mind of your team player, and your team player is going to do the same. Okay? Victor, I want you to look at slide 16. Okay?
Okay.
And, no, I'm sorry, Victor, 17. Sorry, Victor, I want you to take a look at page 17. And Ahmed, I want you to pick an object on your side that something has happened to. I want you to ask that verb question to Victor. So do you have an object in mind?
Yeah.
Okay. I want you to turn that into to a question for Victor.
Has coffee burned the girl hand?
Has coffee burned? Let's keep it general. Has coffee burned someone's hand? Like that.
Okay.
Repeat.
Has coffee burned somebody's hand?
Somebody's hand.
Somebody's hand?
Victor?
No, it hasn't.
But what has happened?
But in my picture, a cup of coffee is fallen from the hand of. Sorry, has fallen from the hand of the man.
From the man's hand.
From the man's hand.
Fantastic. Let's go back to Team A. Ask that question now to Frederic, Victor.
Okay.
That same observation, I want you to turn that into a question for Frederic.
Okay, Frederic. In your picture, has this is fallen?
Wait, that's not about the coffee. Ask about the coffee first.
Okay,
so
yeah,
you're just gonna repeat it, but as a question. Okay. So.
Okay. Has in your picture cup of coffee fallen?
From somebody's hand.
From somebody's hand? From man's hands?
No, it hasn't. But the man has dropped a glass of orange juice.
Ah, good. Turn that into a question for Giancarlo.
Has a glass of orange juice fallen in your picture?
In my picture, no, it hasn't.
But what has happened?
But he has fallen the cup of coffee.
One more time, because you said he.
Yeah, he's fallen the cup of
coffee. He has
coffee.
fallen? Uh-oh, that doesn't work.
No?
No. Fallen is not something that we do. If we do it, what verb is it?
Dropped.
Exactly. One more time.
No, but he's dropped his cup of coffee.
Fantastic. Ask that as a general question back to Mr. Ahmed.
Okay. What has happened to the girl
on
the right?
What has happened to the girl on the right, Ahmed?
She has burned by a cup of coffee.
She has burned by. When you use by, you're using the passive voice, Ahmed.
She has been burned.
Good.
By a cup of coffee.
She's been burned by a cup of coffee, or she's been burned by coffee.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the cup that burned her, it's the coffee that burned her.
Okay.
Right? So she's been burned by coffee. Turn that into a question for Mr. Hamza, please.
And what happened to the man who holding a cup of coffee?
Try that again, because I didn't hear the present perfect. One more time. What?
Okay. Has a boy with the red shirt sleeping?
Okay. Slept? Ask that again, because I'm not hearing the present perfect, Ahmed. One more time. Again.
Has the boy slept in your picture?
Has the boy slipped?
Yeah.
Okay. So has the boy with the what? Red shirt? You said? Is that it?
Yeah.
Has the boy with the red shirt slipped, Hamza, in your picture?
No. He has
First, you gotta give a short answer. Yes, he has. No, he hasn't. Has he slipped?
No, he hasn't.
Ah, but what has happened?
No, he has. No, he hasn't.
But what has happened?
But he had. No,
Uh-oh.
he hasn't.
We got a delay. I think Hamza, you're hearing me delayed. What has happened, Giancarlo, to the boy in the red?
I have problem.
He has gotten sleep.
He has
Slept.
what?
He has gotten slept.
He has been slapped?
Slept.
Slept?
Uh-huh.
That doesn't make sense to me. You mean he has fallen asleep?
Yeah. He has fallen asleep.
Oh, he's fallen asleep. Oh, I thought you said he had been slapped by someone.
No.
Jeez.
He has fallen asleep.
That's a very tough breakfast if they start slapping you. Oh my goodness. All right. Okay, I think we're way over time here. So sorry about some of the Hangout problems, but you've gotten a little bit of practice now, both identifying the present perfect, looking at regular and irregular past participles, seeing what kind of irregular past participles they are. That's also really good to know that there's 3 basic kinds. And finally, a little bit of practice in questions and answers with the past perfect. So you've got a few more exercises on the slides before this one if you want to get some extra practice. Try it. Send me questions and comments by sending me a message, okay? And maybe we'll get a little more practice on Friday in language games. Maybe. I'm not exactly sure. I think we will. I think we're doing the present perfect then. Okay? Have a great day, everyone. I'll be back from 12 to 2 tomorrow for Learning from Pictures and language games. Bye for now, everyone. See you soon.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.